guys, welcome back to Further Read. Today we'll be reading a story that I wrote. So let's get started. It was a sunny day and my sister and I were outside jump roping. We were having a contest to see who could jump rope the longest. It was my sister's turn and she had 25 jumps. I was getting ready for my turn when I felt a sharp point on my foot. Ow! I yelled. Are you okay? My sister asked. I think I am, but what was that thing? I pointed at an unusual sharp rock. It was like nothing I had seen before. I'll go get the shovel. Why? It was probably just a sharp rock on the floor, I said, puzzled. I'm getting a shovel because clearly that is no normal rock. Plus, there was only a bump there. I always wonder why that bump was so hard and pointy. That's why I wanted to find out. So my sister went inside to get the shovel, and I just sat there wondering what might be under the sharp rock. My sister came back, and I ran to her and said that it might be a fossil. Don't be silly. How can a fossil be in our backyard? My sister said while walking to the bump. Well, if it is a fossil, then I will give it to the museum, and I will be rich, I yelled while coming closer to my sister. My sister and I started to dig, and when we were digging, I heard a bonk noise. Stop digging, I screamed to my sister. Why? Quizzed my sister. Because if it is a fossil, then it is going to be very fragile. And it can break if we dig it up like this. Okay, but I'm telling you, it is not a fossil, my sister said. So like I said, we dug slow like a sloth, but I was eager to find out what it was. Finally, we got the sharp object out of the ground. It's a bone. I think it is a tooth of an extinct animal, I said, giving my sister the I know I was right look. Okay, fine, I think it is a fossil too. But to make sure, let's call the paleontologist. Just then, we went inside and told my mom and dad about the amazing news. I told them why we needed a book. We dialed the number, and I was eagerly waiting for him to answer us. Ring, ring, ring. The phone was still ringing. Finally, he answered, and he said that we might have a very rare dinosaur. I can't wait to become rich, said my sister. I can't wait to tell all about it to my friends, I said with a big fat smile stamped on my face. After a few hours talking about the fossil, Mr. Joe, the paleontologist, came with all the other paleontologists he worked with, and they examined the tooth very closely. I thought I might die waiting to hear what they thought about my discovery. What seemed like forever. And many whispers later, the paleontologist leaned over to me. He said that if we give it to the museum, then we will get loads of money because this is a super rare piece. After we heard that, we went straight to our mom and dad. We had a family discussion about the backyard discovery. We all agreed to give the fossil to the museum. After a few days of giving the fossil and getting a lot of money, we went to the museum to see the fossil. I was so excited to see it that when we arrived, I ran out the door and ran in the museum. I looked around everywhere to find the fossil, but I couldn't. What? It's not here. Dad, are you sure this is the right museum? I asked my dad. Well, this is the only museum near our house. Plus, Mr. Joe told us this is the museum, and it is the correct place. I'm going to ask one of the workers, okay? As I said, I went to a worker and asked, excuse me, I gave a rare fossil to you guys, and it's supposed to be... But it isn't, so I am just wondering if it is still not placed in the museum, or is it like somewhere else? I asked the worker. Oh, sorry, but there was a robber in the building and stole the rare tooth fossil you found in the backyard, the worker said while walking towards the office. So I walked back to my parents with a melancholy face. What's wrong? I asked my mom with a puzzled look. A robber took it yesterday, I said. We all went in the car and we were all silent on the ride home. When we reached home, I was replaying what the worker said in my mind. When I found a mistake, I ran to my sister, told the mistake, and went to tell my mom and dad. Mom, Dad, we have to go to the museum now. I will tell you everything when we get in the car. Like I said, we all got in the car and I told them everything, so they called the police. We reached the museum and I tried to find the worker, and I did. When I found her, the police arrived at the door. They arrested the worker named Susie. "Why are you arresting me?" asked Susie. "Because you were stalking my whole family, including me." "I'm sure that I stalked you," Susie shot back. "I know because I thought about what you said, and I did not tell you that I found it in the backyard. But you already knew, so it's obvious you were stalking us," I said with a Miss Know-It-All face. "Fine, I stalked you, but you don't have any proof that I stole the fossil," "Which I did not," Susie said. "I know because you left the conversation with a worried face. Plus, there'd be a big news on it," "But there wasn't," I said, all confident. Susie reached in her pocket, and there was a key, and she unlocked a door that said, "Please do not open" sign on it. I opened the door, and there was the fossil that we found. "It's here, the fossil!" My sister, Mom, and Dad came running in. We came out with the fossil, and when we came out, the police made Susie go in the car, and they went away, and we decided to stay at the museum and look around. When I got home, I went straight to my room with a big smile on my face. I couldn't wait to go to the museum again and see the fossil that my sister and I found. It was time to go eat dinner, so we ate and talked about what had happened at the museum. The end. I hope you liked this video and my fiction story. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video. Bye!